G'day everyone, welcome to another video by myself, Andrew DFT. Now of course today's video is about a Ratchet & Clank gun. Now this is the first Ratchet & Clank gun I've ever produced, so I'm pretty happy to actually have created one, of course, for Project 20. And this gun is the one you can see on screen. It's called the Dual Viper. Usually there is actually two of them, and it's one of the main central pistols, of course, used in Ratchet & Clank Gladiator or Ratchet & Clank Deadlocked, depending on where you live. I live in New Zealand, so the Oceanic region, so we got the Gladiator title, and it was a good game. Now I've been a massive fan of Ratchet & Clank ever since I was a kid. I enjoyed playing the games on the PlayStation 2 back in those days, and I thought the arsenal of guns and weapons and cool little gadgets that they brought into it were very creative and a very cool and unique play style that most games didn't have to offer at the time. So this is my final result. It's a very nice piece. I'm very happy with it. It took about maybe 9 hours of production, about $10 of material cost, and very simple to build. The only problem I had with this very limited resources online. I don't actually own the game anymore. I don't have a working PlayStation 2, and I couldn't find anyone's reference video or imagery online, so I was working from one image, so I had to kind of put together what I could think was the final design. It might be off in some points, but for the most part it is 80-90% identical to what I was trying to achieve. Now what I find interesting about this gun is that it's going to look very different to most of the ones up on Project 20's display board. Of course, most of the ones I've done so far revolve around more of a science fiction-y, realistic looking approach, and this is just a complete cartoony looking piece, and I absolutely love it. Now of course it did go through the same construction process. It just started off with the basic templates, which of course you can download via a PDF in the description box below, and you can get started if you want. I won't be producing a tutorial. It's very simple to produce, and I can't make a tutorial on something I don't know that's 100% identical. But nonetheless, I went through the same construction process of applying it onto the foam, applying different layers. Of course, this one was built on a 40mm block, which I did need to apply a few additional layers, and then slowly excavate and apply the detail where necessary to get the final design I was after. And in terms of the paint job, I just applied the very base colors onto it and then gave it a little black wash and then a silver and a white dry brush. Very simple, but yet a nice and effective technique. But yes, that's about it. All I wanted to do was get this video out and show you my newest addition to this Project 20. We're really counting down into the final numbers now. I've got about 4 left to produce, so I can't wait to finally put this board together, have it up on my wall right there, or behind me, depends on where I want it, and yeah, complete this project. It's been a fun and ambitious one. It's cool to go back and revisit some of these very nostalgic games and nostalgic ideas. I wanted to do the sheep ray gun, I believe it was, but it was just a bit too big. This is the only one I could find that wasn't too thick, was a decent size to, of course, fit on the board with all the other designs. So of course, thanks for watching, and of course, if you want to check out some of the other stuff I produce, check out my Instagram. If you want to share some work you've been producing, tag me in there. That's the best place for me to see daily. And of course, until the next one, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.